Hey everybody, I hope you are doing well. Wow, I'm going to call this one Looking for a Lawsuit. As you can see by the title, it says a white doctor applied to find a black doctor. He got no response. And now what's he doing? He's suing in federal court. Let's go ahead and get to it. This right here, I call it Looking for a Lawsuit. We'll talk about fighting. Again, this is a kind of fighting Dr. Claude Anderson, in my opinion, he's told us about. Let's go ahead and get to it. So I call it Looking for a Lawsuit. The white doctor applied to find a black doctor now. And given the disparities in healthcare, access to healthcare, my goodness, with black women going to a doctor, especially with pregnancy, we are not believed when it comes to what we're experiencing, our symptoms, the injuries. And then you look at it, we have this high mortality rate. I think it's all by design. Let's go ahead and get to it. A 2-decade-old online health equity resource is now at the center of a federal discrimination lawsuit, as a Colorado physician and a conservative medical advocacy organization take aim at a directory bill to close the racial gap in health care access. The lawsuit, who filed it and why? On May 19th, 2026, dermatologist Dr. Travis Morrell and Do No Harm, an organization established in April 2022 that publicly opposes DEI initiatives in medicine, filed a complaint in Manhattan Federal Court against the online directory, Find a Black Doctor, and its founder, Dr. Dina Strachan. The suit alleges the platform discriminates against non-Black physicians by limiting eligibility to Black physicians and dentists in active clinical practice. According to the complaint, Morrell, a double board certified dermatologist and dermapathologist, submitted an application to the directory on December 23rd, 2025. After receiving no response, he followed up via email but was met with silence. The lawsuit claims his application was constructively rejected because he is white, and that I disagree with, because how do you know it was rejected when you have nothing in writing? What proof do you have? You have proof that you applied and you got no response. And did you get a response saying you were declined? You didn't. So you were met with silence. So your claim is the application was constructively rejected because he is white. Where's the rejection letter? Let's continue. Quote, find a black doctor indefensibly robs some physicians of valuable advertising exposure and deprives patients of the opportunity to discover capable providers without regard to race, a Do No Harm representative stated in a press release. The legal complaint also argues that the directory promotes racial concordance, the idea that patients receive better care from doctors of the same race, and that as a contract, the platform falls under the Federal Civil Rights Act of 1866, which prohibits racial discrimination in contracting. I've read studies, just my personal information, that yeah, a lot of patients do better when they get care from doctors that look like them. So that's an opinion, and I believe it's a reality. About Find a Black Doctor, a mission rooted in health equity. The directory at the center of the dispute has a history that stretches back more than 20 years. Find a Black Doctor was originally launched in 2005 with a mission to reduce racial health disparities and expand access to quality care for Black communities nationwide. Its founder, Dr. Dina Strachan, a Harvard and Yale educated board certified dermatologist based in New York City, relaunched that platform in 2019 as a resource for patients seeking culturally competent care from qualified Black physicians. Quote, despite our technological advances, it can be harder now to find what one wants online, end quote. Dr. Strachan has noted, pointed to an uneven healthcare access across the country. And that is so very true. I definitely agree with that. The platform lists providers free of charge and expanded in 2024 to cover board certified health professionals across all 50 states. Its stated mission to serve as a partner which provides access, education, and resources to improve health outcomes, particularly in the African American community. So he simply applied and was met with silence. Where's the proof? I don't see it. Where's the proof? I don't see it. So this right here is a whole nother engagement. This right here is targeted. So some people don't get it. Hello, Richard Bloom. I'm an Everett Bloom. These are the kind of fights that are going on. And it's not about Cardi B and Tasha K, a new lawsuit. It's not about the beautiful Beyonce. I'm not hating on entertainment. It's not about, oh, these rappers have a beef. But the sad thing is, we all have entertainment, trust me. But some people only pay attention to those kind of things. And then when this kind of fight is going on, they have no idea. And then you wonder why, hey, what's going on? What's this being dismantled? DEI, oh, affirmative action. Have no idea. The pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. So this here, especially being if you were a black woman with child, I don't know why you wouldn't be seeking out an African American doctor. I just don't know why, given the mortality rates. If you're a black woman with child, I don't know why before you even go to a hospital, given what is happening, we've had doctors talking about it, not just black doctors, even an Asian doctor talking about it. People need to know where you are. You need to have your camera available. Remember, the black woman was literally giving birth in a chair, and the white nurse sitting there. Oh, I have to ask these questions. You was literally giving birth in a chair, screaming and hollering. I was sitting on epidural, and the white nurse stood. She has to ask her questions. That probably would have. I'm sure that would have never happened to a white female. Literally giving birth in a chair. As a black woman, if you're giving birth, I don't even know why you wouldn't even research a hospital before you. Where's the hospital going to be? You can't just roll up there. You need to find out, are there any other incidents like that? I don't have time. You might be taking your life in your hands. So these programs, to me, they are essential. And people say, well, why do they have to have a black doctor? How else are we going to know? And I've heard this argument, well, they don't have to say white doctor is automatically understood. Don't play games with me. That is why with this administration, a lot of people, as I say, anybody can get it. As one thing I will say about this administration, for a lot of people, I kid you not, for a lot of people who really thought that maybe certain things were only going to affect them when it comes to housing, when it comes to food, the food programs. Wow, rural America never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. Who would have thought rural America, food line banks, they're running out of food. Who would have, a lot of them were dependent upon EBT. Rural America, didn't think it would affect them. What's going on? Hospital closures. Combine them. What? Do you really think you're going to be able to combine all the personnel, all of the doctors and nurses and administrative assistants, cleaning, janitors, clerical workers? No way. Medicare, Medicaid, rural America never saw it coming. You got to take care of your own. Oh, oh, you got to come pick them up. It's all on you. You got to come pick up Grandma Mima. Why? It's being cut. Now, we got money for the war. They can find money for that. But as a saying goes, but we can't feed the poor. It's all by design, all a power grab. It's all about resources. They want to, this tells me the doctor clearly wants to dismantle this. They wouldn't let me in. Where's your rejection letter? You don't even have one. Where's the proof? I applied, met with silence, and to me, that's not proof. So this is a kind of fighting it's that a lot of people in the community, some do not understand. And if all they understand is entertainment and there has to be a song or some snapping, wow, popcorn knowledge is not going to make it. As Dr. Clark Anderson says, they lull you to sleep, and I think it's entertainment is part of the process. And then you wake up and you're like, "Hey, what's happened? What's going on?" Well, you were too busy sleeping because you like popcorn knowledge. Popcorn knowledge, people not gonna make it. It's enough for the intelligent to try to navigate when things get challenging. Popcorn knowledge, you're a waste of time. Like I told a friend of mine, don't even waste your time. You're dealing with popcorn knowledge. Those kind are not going to make it. It's not worth your time. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this. Looking for a lawsuit. That's how I see it. He applied and they didn't take him. Oh, but if we were to do that, let it be a member of my community. Oh, you can have proof and it'll still be a challenge. You can have proof and it'll still be challenging. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this here. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out.